Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lotro Stream. Hopefully everybody's having a great Monday. Your week is getting off to a good start. I am Gravidy, Gravidy42 here on Twitch, and I am excited to be with you for another Monday evening. Me and my minstrel, Helting, are heading into Dale. Last week we did a bunch of quests around the Black Book, which took us into Erebor. We got to gather up what was left of Thorin's company, who's still milling about. The remaining dwarves from Erebor's quest to Thorin's quest to retake Erebor. All up. How are you, bud? Nice to see you. I think I'm going to start. I'll start with my usual dailies. Dailies are a little bit longer today because they are they include Lingris, which includes one of the big instances. But I got lots of slivers coming up, so I can open some boxes. I'm doing good. Week is so far off to a good start. Let's see, defeat enemies in Lingris. I think I can just pay attention to Ingress. So to do the minimal 4, I believe I can do 4 of these quests in Ingress because I think the instance counts as one allegiance quest. And if I'm wrong, then I'm going to have to go find another one. All right, there's 4 quests. I guess I can get 2 keys today. I'm not going to be able to get 3. But we can open up some Gorgoroth loot boxes. See what we get. What are these dailies? Are they like crafting? Yes, they're sort of like crafting, but you fight for everything. So you go around, you kill things. And that's how you win your daily. And then at the end of it, you craft a key. Wait, apparently I don't need boars? What's going on here? Oh, Lingris. I went to the wrong place. Ah, snap. I went to the wrong place. All right, let's go do the... I will fix that. I have done a few dailies, so I now have my two big rings, both with Northern Stronghold essences in them. Both with an upgraded critical rating. So happy about those 2 items. All right, Calamurg. This is actually a fairly straightforward little instance.
One of the last holdouts of orcs in Lingris The well-fortified encampment of Calamur continues to be battered by Ungor forces.
You can get all of the... There's two stalkers right here. Where are they? There they are. This instance can pick up the spider silk, the gems, the relics, and the rations, which is basically all 4 allegiances. Items that they need for turn-in. And I will say, I haven't done all of these instances, but this is certainly a relatively easy one. In fact, I think the only other one I've done is Barad-dûr, and it's actually very difficult. Oops. Gem. Where'd that guy come from? Like he came in from behind me or something. That was kind of odd. There's a spider coming up from nowhere. It's like he came in late or something. Slept in on his way to the instance. This instance is a great source of those silver signets of the Thondream as well. Since each of the quests in here gives you, I think, 2 each. So if you need to grind some of those things for either any of the cosmetic items they give or any of the pets that they offer, crafting recipes, it's a pretty good source of... Oops, there's a dude here. Oh, and it's also a good source of Gorgoroth branches, although I'm ignoring them since I'm pretty sure I have lots. With the spiders in retreat, you should confront the foes within the caverns. And by caverns, they mean singular cavern. Just this one cave. And this is the only boss, and I think you can pull 2 of these without pulling all of them. No, Dulgan, I do not want to die. I came in here to fight you. And that's pretty much it. I think there's 2 more mobs left up there. Couple of crafting chests. Oh, I got a black adamant shard from that one. Worth it. And now, hopefully, I managed to pick everything up that I needed to. It appears... Oh, 1 rare relic right there. One 13-minute instance.
Let us not tarry.
Yeah, you get 2 silver signets. For the 3 quests.
Oh, this is far from fairy Dillion. Let us not tarry. This is far from fairy Dillion.
And then 2 more silver signets from the quest to get them done. Hey, Big Ed Mustafa. Hello. Welcome. Everyone in chat is very quiet. Or there's no one in chat. One of the two. I'm going to go with the former. I'm just going to say it's quiet. Monday tends to be a quiet night. All right, I think that may not have counted for my my quest. I thought it did. I thought my chat was not working. Yeah, I wonder about that too. Alapena came in here and said 3 things, and then it just went silent. And I'm like, did my chat quit working? What's going on? I usually have 2 chat windows open just to make sure that I know what's going on. Goofy old lady, nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Just got home. Excellent. Hopefully your Monday went well. Chat only works if you use it. Wisdom for the ages. It's hot. I am on the coast. Well, actually, it was a very nice warm day today. Which, yes, on the coast in California, if it's warm, it means it's hot everywhere else in California. You're in Central Cal, yeah. I can imagine it's getting hot there now. I think I did something. What did I do? Deed completed. Bane of Shelob's Broods. 10 Lotro points. What did I have to do to that? I have killed 1,000 spiders in Lingris. So if you didn't know, there is a hidden deed in Lingris. It's a hidden Slayer deed. And you get a title and 100 marks and 10 Lotro points. And increased rep with the Conquest of Gorgoroth, which by this point in time, pretty much everybody's going to be maxed out on. But yeah, 1,000. It's a hidden Slayer deed for 1,000 spiders in Lingris. And I can be the Bane of Shelob's Broods. All right, there's those 3 quests done. I have a feeling I'm going to have to find one more to do. I find it odd that this daily expedition quest doesn't have a counter on it. It never updates. It always just says complete 4. It never tells you how many you've done. I find inconsistencies like that just curious. Oh, no, that did count, so I'm done. All right. Where is the quartermaster? Right there.
May I help you?
Yes, I need some keys. I can almost get 3, but I can only get 2. All right, big money, no whammies. $600 ash. Not bad. Not bad. And another northern essence of physical mitigation. They are dropping a lot of northern essences from these boxes. 8,600 physical mit. Now I wish I had a tank, but I don't. All right, big money, no whammies. 240 ash, not bad. As an abyssal essence of critical defense. Where did I get this gear from? Huh. I got a bunch of gear as well, but it must have been drops. All this gear must have dropped. That one is worth ash. There's nothing that I can do with a sword, with an agility-based sword on a minstrel. "60% of the time, it works every time." Well, I mean, I can safely say, at least tonight, 50% of the time it worked every time. So I think that's pretty good. It's pretty good odds for me. I'll take it. Bunch of gear, where's some ash? I think I'll just hold on to everything else.
What do you need?
What do you need?
All right, back to my quests. I now head back to Dale. Apparently I don't have a milestone for Dale. I'll head to Erebor and go to Dale that way. All right. I did the Black Book of Mordor last week. which took us to Erebor, which kind of skipped by Dale. And I don't... It's not like Dale and Erebor are that far apart, but I kind of feel like going back to Dale at this point and just picking up the... Just picking up the quests around Dale that are just the area quests. I have certainly been enjoying my time in northern Mirkwood, especially once you get out of actual Mirkwood. This area is beautiful.
Then the dragon came. Fire and ruin did Smaug rain on Dale and Erebor, for he had set his heart upon the riches under the mountain.
But above all else, this area is filled with so many prime fishing spots. They're just innumerable. Quit teasing me. Oh, Big Ed, I forgot. I should, I got my emotes as well. Speaking of your awesome emotes. Approved the other day. Showing off my crafting bent. Although I admit, I like your fish better. Your fish is a pretty awesome emote. Hey, Apulu, how's it going, man? Nice to see you.
We are most pleased to welcome you to Dale.
They have a very young man, or at the very least a very short man, being king here. We are most pleased to welcome you to Dale. Many roads and many peoples find their way hither, and with them of late come the most remarkable rumors. It is said that the Dark Lord has fallen in Mordor and that Gondor has a king. The young man glances hastily back at the woman beside him, as if afraid he has said too much. You assure him that the rumors are true, and his eyes widen. You are well spoken and worldly wise. There is a great goodness in your eyes. Might I ask you to help serve Dale in a manner most suited to your virtues? We have lately weathered our own assault from the Dark Lord's forces in the form of the warlike Yangavar, coming out of the east. Their strength was broken, though our losses were great, and a remnant clings to this valley, intent on harrying what they cannot conquer. But this is not the matter of which I spoke. I'm not actually sure how to say that. Jangavar, maybe? After the Jangavar, other Easterlings appeared. These bore not armor but rags, not arms or battle standards, but meager satchels with scant belongings. They came scared and hungry, and speaking of strange and terrible tidings to the east. They have gathered in some small camps in the wilderness outside Dale, and I wish to welcome them into our gates. But the folk of Dale have endured much in recent days, and I know their hearts before I act. And I would know their hearts before I act. I fear that if I or my known agents asked among them, they would tell us what we wish to hear, not the truth of their hearts. Would you go among the Dale folk and hear their true thoughts on these new Easterlings who have come to our doors seeking refuge? Well, that's a rather appropriate quest for a minstrel, I think.
It's not like I'll be listened to anyway.
Asking a foreigner to talk to our townsfolk about other foreigners, how does that help? It's a good question.
By water or by road, as they say.
Hail, adventurer. You look like you can handle yourself out here. How about a challenge? I am a huntsman and fur trader, and there's plenty to hunt in the Dalelands. But there are some well-known beasts that lurk in the wilds that even I have been unable to defeat. Ooh, Avank are a good place to start. They are dangerous, but slow and simple. I can do that for you. I do love the bells.
If all I hear is
I do love the fact that you can hear the bells in Lake Town, which is actually pretty cool.
they approach. Defend us!
Alicia Sky is now following. Thanks for following the official stream. And welcome to Lotro Stream. It is very quiet in chat, but there's a few people here, so why don't we do a raffle? And before I do that, I gotta go find to make sure I actually have raffle stuff. I do. Excellent. One of these days I'll have to go back to doing dailies. Just one of the days. If you only do it one day, Apulu, it's not really dailies. It's not really a plural. All right. Raffle, 100 Lotro points. I will draw it in about 15 minutes. So stick around. Make sure you are following the channel to win. Typing up a message to World Chat. Except I just said that. There's my message. Except I just said it locally. There we go. All right. Yes. Exclamation point raffle to win. See if we can liven chat up just a tiny bit. Do you know how our battle against the Jangavar was won? I do, for I was there. In truth, we thought ourselves outmatched. Dale was taken and our dear King Brand slain and the King of Dwarves as well. And yet we fought on, for what else could we do? So there we were, readying ourselves for death with our swords in our hands when the ground began shaking and the sky changed. And lo, an eagle came and it spoke glad tidings to the good peoples of Middle-earth. The enemy then quailed before us, and we pressed our advantage, driving them before us in a great rout. What do I think of these refugees? That if we treat our guests and supplicants poorly, we are no better than evil men, and I had rather belong to the good. Oh, that's a very kind thought, and a very good story. I am not on Gladden, I am on Landreval.
Here we are then.
The refugees, I do not know whether they mean well or ill, but many among us Dale folk trust not these new Easterlings. Not in such numbers, nor so soon after the Jangavar assault. It's a cautious opinion.
A good day to you.
These Easterlings come seeking shelter and aid, and yet why have they come to us? Are we not ourselves beleaguered from war and strife? We have hardly patched our walls and gates, which the Jangavar shattered. Jangavar raiders linger yet in the wilder corners of the valleys, snapping off our trade and slowing the commerce we'll have to rebuild. You cannot help someone up, I say, while you yourself are on your hands and knees. That's a legit concern too, I think.
By the crown of Dale.
These refugees who have come out of the east speak of ruin in their homelands, but I say it is retribution for siding with the Dark Lord against the free peoples. Let them go back from hence they came and suffer their due. She's a little salty. I can understand why.
A good day to you.
What do you know of the Chayasir? Kayasir? Probably Kayasir. What do you know of the Kayasir who are among these new arrived Easterlings? Here's what I have heard, that they themselves claim they dwelled here by the Long Lake once and have returned to claim it as their own. Anyone that bitter has probably been playing Overwatch. Probably. Even if their tales be true, have we not held this place, built it, and rebuilt it again through the plagues, dragons, and Jangavar swords? Let them try and claim it. They'll get not so long as Dale stands and thrives.
Well met.
They say they come in peace, but I know what these Easterlings are. Nothing but a new Jangavar ruse. Behind every tattered cloak you will find sharpened swords and shining mail. They wait until we welcome them into the Dale, when they will draw their blades and cut our throats. That might be bordering on paranoid.
If trade's good, then so am I.
These poor bedraggled souls, I have seen them and seen the sorrow in their faces. My grandmom held me on her knee and told of the sorrow of the faces of our people during the desolation of Smaug, and the hope we felt when first we returned here to Dale. If you ask me, we have to do all we can to offer them comfort and shelter. That may be bordering on optimistic. When everyone is out to get you, paranoid is just good thinking. Exactly. If everybody's out to get you, it's clearly not paranoia.
Now the Lord of Dale, when Smaug attacked, was Giriarn, third of his name. 7 black arrows he loosed upon that worm, and each fell short of its mark. The last leaving only a scratch, before he perished in the flames.
Well met, friend.
I have traveled far and wide and traded many times with the men of Dorwinion. Many of these refugees who arrived in rags at our gates are from that eastern land, and I know them to be women and men of principles, learning, and laws, just as we are. But among the refugee seekers are others, the Kaiser, and I have never done trade with these. They are wanderers, I am told, with no writing, building, or craft. Oh, it's like the Easterling nomads.
They approach. Defend us!
Sky TRW. Welcome. Thanks for following the official Lotro stream. Welcome, welcome. We do have a raffle going on for 100 Lotro points. Type ! raffle in chat for a chance to win. Perfect. Holly and Chill is in. Ruminweir is in. Thanks for coming out. Apparently there's some kind of shouting going on over here. Several Dalemen stand around an unarmed Easterling. Ah, you pronounced it right. Excellent. I am glad. Whoops. Oh, I'm just scolding them. Discourage the harassers.
What have I done?
Ollie and Chill is now following. Thanks for following the official Lotro stream. And welcome. Whoa. I guess I scolded them well. They just all up and disappeared. Uber Skippy? You better try that again, Uber Skippy. Unless you were trying to misspell it, which I don't think you were.
I thank you, but I took this risk upon myself.
I thank you, stranger. I knew that I took a risk upon myself when I ventured into Dale, but the need was great. I thought to myself, if this is not known to the ends of all roads as a place of trade, yes, even as far as my land of Dorwinion. And am I not myself a man of trade and tallies? There is a hunger and need among the camps, I thought, and so I will find out what has value that cannot be eaten or worn and trade it for what I can. Lego Master, thanks for following the official channel. Excuse me. Yet alas, I have found no fellow merchants, only ill will. Now I fear I must turn back and find some other way. There will be another way, I am certain. We have come leagues upon leagues from our lands and survived greater travails than these. Thanks everybody for coming in tonight. Make sure you get in the raffle. I'll draw it in about 5 minutes. To win, you just have to be present and following this channel, following Lotro stream. Return to King Bard. Oh, nice bow from the man. Merchant of sorts. Love the dialogue? Nice. These quests are very good. It's very interesting being out here. Like, it was just... It's so cool seeing Dale and... I mean, I realized we saw Dale in the Bells of Dale instance and whatnot. Where is Bard? This way. But it's cool seeing it as kind of an NPC town where there's things going on. I'm gonna get... No, I can't go that way anyway. What are your favorite quest region packs? So I've been... I am lost in Dale. So at the moment, it's not Dale. That's not true. Actually, in the moment, it probably is Dale. I'm really enjoying the content. Confounding Kai. Oh, Confounding Kaios. Kaios? Kaios. That silly alert wrapped it, which made it look weird. Thanks for following the official. My favorite region is probably Dunland. I really love the quest line and kind of the story that they tell through Dunland. Kind of finding the internal strife that's going on in Dunland. So much fun in Dunland and Great River. Yeah, Great River was cool too. That's a good point. When you add in Great River was a cool kind of, here's part of Rohan, but it's not a very nice part of Rohan. Like, some of the people there are nice, but they're, you know, it's kind of like their penal colony, and it just doesn't feel very good. I don't know, maybe that was my take on it. But yeah, I love the complexity that the game developers gave the Dunlingdons and the Rohirrim, the Aerlingus. Like, it wasn't just straight up, you know, you're all good or you're all bad kind of thing, right? 75 was your favorite cap? Cool. Yeah, I haven't been playing the game that long. I got into the game 6 years ago, and I think it was right after, I think I picked it up right when Helm's Deep was announced, that expansion. But I never made level cap until 100. So 100 was my first level cap on this actual character.
Greetings.
The young king's face darkens and emotions struggle unconcealed across it as you describe all you saw and heard among his folk. He looks to you, then back to his mother in doubt. Before he can speak, a messenger appears, bowing low. Whoa, like,
Hear the
boom,
tidings.
just right there. Guy scared me. He started in December 2011, so cap had just changed to cap. I was level 70 when level cap jumped to 85. Lego Master likes Moria? Yeah, I like Moria too. I do like Moria. Galesum Critchley, welcome. You've never been playing since 2007. I've never made level cap. Yeah, I have. Who else? Somebody else I know is the same way. They've been playing 11 years, and their highest level character, I think, is in their 80s or something. That's fine. Take your time. Enjoy the game the way you like. I must think long on all you have told me, but a messenger has come with grave and pressing news to judge by his face. Let us hear the tidings. All right. I'll give you another minute to get in the raffle. So if you're just joining us, we have a raffle going on for a 100-point Lotro code. You do have to be present, and you do have to be following the channel. So type !raffle in chat, and you will enter it. Did Uber Skippy get back in? Uber Skippy had a typo, and I don't know if he... Oh, yeah, it looks like he did. Excellent. It's a game. Have fun. Yes, exactly. Big Ed says, All Up has been playing 11 years. He's never made journeyman in any crafting vocation. That's right. Alpenia is one of the few people I know that has characters at level cap that have never owned crafting tools. John C. Sim, welcome. Thanks for following the official channel. Excellent, excellent. Matthias, thanks for entering. All right, I will. Okay, drawing the raffle. Riminure. Now I just said it wrong, didn't I? Riminure. Now I'm thinking about how I said it the first time, and I can't do it again. Congratulations. You have won a code for 100 Lotro points. So, so give me a nod in chat here. There you go. All right, now I can. I'm going to send you a whisper. Making sure I spelled your name right. I'm going to send you a whisper in Twitch. Please respond. Just so we know that we can, like, talk. Twitch whispers don't always work perfectly. Or easily. There we go. All right. And I will send you a code. And in the store, open the store, click redeem code, enter that code. Just like doing a freebie. Speaking of which, freebie of the week is Rapid Crafting Boost. Everybody can open the store, Put in redeem code and enter the code CRAFT. And you get a free rapid crafting boost. If there are any problems with the code, let me know. My lord, there has been an incident, an outbreak of violence of some sort in one of the refugee camps. I can say little else, I am afraid, but if it is true, the lives of Dale folk may be imperiled this very moment.
If there has been some incident, my sword thane will quell it.
Even now, my sword thane Athalric is patrolling the refugee camps to ensure that no such violence or conspiracy can fester among the Easterlings. There has been some incident. He will quell it. Okay.
What have you done now, Brune?
Uh-oh. Now the two brothers are arguing. Athalric, now you have sent him and his fellows to go among the refugee seekers. Bryn, did you not even think to mention this to me or to Mother? Helting, if the Queen Regent wishes you to go, then I too wish it.
Let us err on the side of caution.
Let us err on the side of overabundant caution in this matter. We have just heard how our people's sentiments toward the Easterlings seeking refuge are delicate at best. That is true. If some row between the refugees has broken out or has gone, or one has gone and attacked one of the Dale folk, it must be swiftly dealt with. I deem that we should dispatch our new friend, the minstrel, to assist Athalric in whatever way is needed. That I can do. Thilmitra, I am hanging out. Welcome. I am hanging out in Dale, picking up on the quest content in Dale. Come with me. Oh, hold on. What quest do you have? That's an instant travel.
We've lost much in recent days.
All right.
We've lost
Talk to some
much
people
in
around
recent
town.
days.
Uh-oh. Fix some vandalism. I can do those things.
You'll see. Whatever unruly outbreak there was among the refugees,
Marks,
my sword
Eleni.
thane Athalric will have dealt with it before you got there.
Welcome. Hello. I am on Landy. This isn't like a small attack here. Investigate the camp. The place is desolate and quiet as the grave. This Easterling holds a weapon. This Dale man died amid a struggle. This Easterling was unarmed. Did this freshly shattered crate belong to the Easterlings, or was it stolen? According to the quest text, these are all clues, but I'm not sure what they're clues for. There's one more clue. Where's my other last clue? Uh-oh. There are signs of a struggle here. Go east of the camp. Easterlings appear, armed and furious. You thief, you deserter, or you desecrator, not deserter. Oh wait, they're going after me. What's going on, guys? Relax. You should not be allowed to live. Oh, come on. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? Stop that. Hey, Epic Cougar, how's it going, man? And Hazmax, thanks for the follow on my personal. Appreciate it.
Please, I mean no harm.
I'm doing good. I'm out in the Dale lands, the northern strongholds, actually in Dale, doing the quest through Dale. I met King Bard, our new young king of Dale. Friends, truly, this man is not one of those who aggrieved you. He is my guest, and I vouch for him. Any harm done from hence beyond my head. Come, good minstrel. This was but a misunderstanding. They are angry and with cause, but not at you. I see doubt in your eyes. The dead of two parties lie on the ground, and you have not decided the meaning. You are not quick to judge, and that is well. Come with me then to my own camp, and we'll see if you may judge slowly and justly.
Let us share in speech together.
Here then, this is my home. Oh, not my true home in Dorwinion, which might be destroyed for all that I know. But this is as much as home as I have, and you are my guest. My hearth is yours, and here no harm shall befall you. But you have come here for a purpose, and not for pleasantries. I have asked that you judge carefully what happened in the lower camp. Will you do so and hear me out? Of course.
How do you know? You hear both sides.
When you haggle over the cost of goods in the market, neither haggler is fully to be believed. This we know, and yet there is true and fair worth to the goods, and when the haggling is done, it is hopefully found. And how do you know that truth? You hear both sides. Why do you not go among my people and among the Kaiser and hear our sides of the story? The two camps are close, and when you are done, maybe you can judge the truth for yourself. All right. We get to meet some Easterlings. And not at the point of a sword.
My home is lost, and this is no home.
Why have we fled so far from our homes in ruin? Have you not heard of the great devastation that happened there? Some say it was a blazing fire that rose up out of the earth, consuming all. Others, a darkness come down from the sky, 1,000 night-black, red-eyed crows. Hey, Wood. Hello. Welcome. I did not see it with my own eyes, I confess. They say none who did escape with their lives. But when peoples, not just of Dorwinion, but beyond, came fleeing in droves past our homes, we fled too. Have you seen the terror in their eyes? You would have done the same.
There is ruin in the east.
Have you heard the tale of the war in Mordor? Let me tell you, for I have heard all about it. The armies of Gondor blew their horns, and the gates crumbled before the blasts. Not entirely true. Then the Red King vied in battle, one-on-one with the White Sage. The Red King vied battle, one-on-one with the White Sage. So I'm assuming the White Sage means Gandalf? Mithrandir? Who's the Red King? Like Sauron? At their blows, the earth trembled. When the Red King struck, the sky darkened. When the White Sage landed a blow, the mountain burst into flame. Though he took a grievous wound, the White Sage prevailed and claimed the Red King's crown. All of the orcs of Mordor perished on the spot, and 1,000 birds descended from skies to pick at their bones. I swear I'm like reading Peter Jackson's version of the battle, right? It's like, this is exactly what Peter Jackson would have done. You can imagine like Mithrandir grows to like 800 feet tall and fights Sauron. This is what I heard, and I swear that it is true. Okay. Good story.
How far we have come, and for what?
Some among us may complain of their lot, but is that not always so? So we do not lay about in palace upon cushions of silk. Many leagues we walked, dogged by hunger, harried by sickness, robbed and beaten. and always the terror of what devastation lay behind us, never knowing whether it followed us and how fast. Here we have found food and rest for our weary feet. We have come so far, surely we can overcome the obstacles before us. Tina, welcome. Good evening.
How far we have come, and for what?
Ooh, she's very sad. Many carts full of goods have I known from Dale, though until we fled I lived all my life in far Darwinian. Many a merchant of Dale have I known, fair of speech and manner, come down the long roads to trade with us. So tell me now, if you can, how have they forgotten us now that we are at their doors? How they have forgotten their fair speech and the hospitality with which we treated them. Tell me, when they rise in the morning, how they look their children in the eyes. There must be like another camp. Kaiasir. A Kaiasir woman.
I have not come to beg.
There is a name whispered in fear among our tents. Athelric. Have you heard this name? He and his men come among us, chests puffed out. They shove those who have not offended. They take what is not theirs. They accuse us of things we never imagined. And suppose we struck back. We are not so helpless against a handful of men, armed though they be. If we struck back, would the men of Dale believe we did so in defense? No, no, that is not the way.
Yes, stranger?
We are Kaiasir, and so we wander, but never so long, so ceaselessly and wearingly have we wandered. I have seen much wonders as I never imagined. From the ruin we fled and come over high mountains. We were very near the tops when they shook mightily. We fell to our feet, all of us, and watched amazed as the snows flowed, cascading like thundering rivers down onto the foothills below. Then we came to the sea, the waters roiling, and the sands lined with the great wreckage of ships. There was fire among them, and whether they came from strife among men or great storms or some other cause, I cannot say. We did not tarry, we went on. She must be speaking metaphorically. What sea did they go to? Sounds like gypsies. Yeah, it's a very... This text... It's much more vague than the Dale... They did the same thing in Dale. You went and talked to like 8 citizens, and they all told you an opinion, and the opinions were all kind of clear. But these are way less clear. Over green lowlands we traveled, and then up into the high drylands, swept cold by wind. There the earth had been opened up as if from a wound, and we could not see into the depths. Armies we saw, gleaming and orderly as if going off to war. Then we saw other soldiers wounded and dirtied, wandering as if lost. Sometimes they robbed us, or beat us. Other times they went on by. At long last we have come here. Our Sangamak says this is a homecoming and that we will stay here, at least for now. And so we rest and mourn all we have lost, and think and wonder over all that we have seen. I wonder if they think of this as a sea. I mean, it is a very, very large lake. I don't know.
Have you two come just to jeer?
We Kaisir dwelt in this valley once, many lives of women and men ago. So it is sung by our Sangamek, our song mother, of how before we wandered we settled around the long lake. How long have these Dale folk lived here? If they continue to prove unworthy of this fair and bounteous land, perhaps it is they who should wander, and the Kaisir should take it back. Oh, I see. They're not worthy. Are they? That guy's opinion was a little more clear.
Dismiss me not, though I am dressed in rags.
When first we arrived in this vale, some number of us ventured down to the river's edge so we might wash the mud from our cloaks and fill our water gourds. There, kneeling by the cool waters, did we look up and behold the high tower of Dale, its walls and bridges and houses huddled like a herd of sheep. But no gates or doors could we see from our place in the river, as if Dale had turned its back. Little did I dream that day how true this thought might be. Well, and Carvo asked me to listen to both sides and form an opinion, but honestly, I don't know what to think about all that they have just said. And apparently I'm taking the steep way down.
Every night we hear the howling of wolves.
You have spoken with some people in the camps. Good. But before you judge the truth, I would ask you to witness the dangers we face out here. Every night we hear the howling of wolves, and betimes they grow bold and attack. We fend them off with fire and bow as we may, but always we see a great grizzled pack leader beyond our reach. Tungvaka, we have become calling him. Defeat him, and the wolves would surely lose their boldness and keep away from our tents. I think you will find Tungvaka among his pack, down in the ravine east of here among the trees. All right, well, this is a much more straightforward task. Go find a nasty warg and kill it. Their whole camp can't do this, but they'll send out a solo minstrel. You're a god, Grav. Don't tell SSG they're not done with rebalancing my minstrel yet. I don't want to know how OP I really am. Eldby. I have discovered Eldby. Oh, I found Tungvaka. Oh, he doesn't look so bad. Yeah, and they did have a few weapons, didn't they? I mean, the people that died were armed. That's right. Minis are not OP. Not OP. That is the message we need to send. Although it does sound like the recent changes to minstrels were a bit tough on healing minstrels in groups. Unfortunately, I don't do a lot of that. So I can't say for sure what those changes were like. I tried with my hunter, but they said no. Yeah, exactly. You know, I did the Mordor dailies with my hunter today, and I was actually starting to get. I felt like I was starting to get to find my place with Blue Line again. It's a slightly different rotation that you kind of have to get used to. It's weird because both Quickshot and Swiftbow are useful now, but they both had their inductions changed. So Quickshot is really fast and Swiftbow is quite a bit slower, but fairly powerful.
You have done a great good. But Komusi, what has happened?
Tumvaka is defeated. I don't know why I'm standing behind you. There, let's do this. You have done a great good, but here is Komusi. Your face tells me the tidings are not happy. What has happened?
I will hear your words. Will you hear mine?
Of course. I might spend Mithril and get another trait point slot so I can go blue, but trait all red. Yeah, it would be nice to have. I think one of my biggest complaints is the cost of this. I just don't. I think that the price of 100 Mithril for one tab on one pane is a little steep on one character. If this was like account wide, if I got a third tab on every character, I'd gladly give him 100 Mithril. But it's basically $10 for a tab. I feel that's a little steep. And I don't shy away from buying things. I have 11 milestones on just about every character I play. So it's not that I'm super cheap. Terrible news in Carvo. Several people from my camp went down to the river. Sangamek Tura among them. There, Jangavar scouts surprised them and took them hostage. Do they think we have wealth? Whatever did they hope to gain? Oh, Helting, we are able to defend ourselves and our own, but we are common folk, and the Jangavar are hardened soldiers. We dare not move against them, not if all of us marched against them. But you might. We have heard of your deeds. Would you rescue our Sangamak and people from the Jangavar? So now the... this is interesting. So now the Easterlings are fighting with the Easterlings. We were talking about Dunland before and how much I like the fact that Standing Stone has gave us complex stories in Dunland, right? Some of the people were good, some of the people were bad. And they gave us complex stories in Rohan where some of the people were good and some of the people were bad. And now we get to meet some good Easterlings and some bad Easterlings. But yeah, I agree. Having a third trait slot would be... I would like that. It'd give you a little bit more room to play around with different types of builds. And oh wait, I am running toward the wrong quest. Where's this one? Oh my gosh, this is like a long way away. Chromite has 6 trait slots in some of his hunters. When you're committed, you can do it. Although, admittedly, he also has a. I've seen his deed completion panels. He showed them on stream one day. How do I get back there? I think I have to go back to Dale. And he's got every deed done, so he's earned himself a lot of Lotro points. I got a small army out here watching the ford. Ah, I'm probably not going to successfully war steed through Dale. Okay, I'm pretty sure that, I don't know how I hit that stag. Jangavar Marauders. Now I sort of wish it was daytime with this view. I guess the night view isn't bad either. You can see Lake Town twinkling away. You can even see Leugland behind. I assume I have to kill this entire camp. Enter Urushoba. Okay. I will do that. That siege engine exploded with a very loud bang. And nobody noticed. I covered it up. My minstrel skills. Oh, well, this guy noticed. The key to winning any war in Middle-earth. Endless amounts of vandalism and burning of tents. How come I don't have to burn a tent? There's tons of tents around here. I must have to burn somebody's tent somewhere. Better than leaving a present in a brown paper bag and burning it. That, I suppose, is true. But I mean, if you got away with that with the Jangavar, they might just like, you guys are creepy. We're not coming back here. I don't know what you've done to this place, but you can have it. You have 4 trait tabs. How you doing tonight, Chromite? Hope things are going well. One is blue line, 2 is red single target, 3 is yellow traps, 4 is red AoE. Nice. I respect my hunter, and I only used one of them so far, because I'm still trying to figure out how to use one of them. It's going pretty good, though. I was saying this earlier, I don't know if you were in, but starting to get a nice feel for the rotation in blue line now. Get another pair. Yeah, it just takes a bit to adjust. Exactly. You always use blue and, yeah. Yeah, I spec'd blue, but have quite a bit of red in it. With the change, you go deeper into red now. Okay. My hunter doesn't have, what do you think he has 83 points? So I have a few more points to get, then I can go a little bit deeper. I just tried red on a Lobby Hunter. I keep trying to move while shooting. Yeah, that would be my problem too. Especially playing a minstrel. I love being mobile, so I have to teach myself. It's like stand still. I find the Runekeeper and the Lore Master difficult for the same reason. You miss being able to two-shot stuff? I think you can get it back. Oh, that was the last banner I needed to burn. The older I get, the harder it gets. I'm already old. I don't need older. Yes. Yeah, it's definitely a new rotation that you have to... it's a learning experience again. But my hunter is only like 56. Yeah, and I don't know. That's always a concern with these changes, is that they can have particularly negative effects at certain level ranges too. There's a tent here. I want to burn it. Please let me burn all your tents. Tura, the Song Mother. Freeing the Song Mother. My video is catching up. It was frozen for a bit while I was in the kitchen. Didn't even notice how quiet it was. Uh-oh. And of course, my allies are just junk because you go through them so fast. I get my... Yeah, I don't like... The ally system is a little frustrating at lower levels.
Thank you, stranger.
Especially the 50 to 65. It's like you go through them before you can level one up. I thank you, stranger, but I'm not the only one taken by the Jangavar. Will you find my people and free them also? I will make my way out. Do not fear for me. I think the trouble you are raising in their camp will serve as plenty distraction. I can burn some tents. Let me burn tents. I'm good at burning tents. I'm not helpless or unarmed. Thank the earth, and 1 or 2 posted guards shall not hinder me, I assure you. All right, find some of her allies. What would the bad guys do without tent poles? I don't know. It's like... Woohoo! Prisoners very happy to be freed. Prisoners usually are. Yeah, I know. What would they tie their prisoners to? I don't know. Well, I guess maybe the stable. That guy was tied to the stable. But... Whoa, where are you going, dude? This guy is becoming my distraction. You are not a clicker. No, I am not. If you look at my hotbar, the top right corner I click on. Everything else I have mapped to some key that I can use. So basically I put things in the top right that are basically my oh shoot buttons. You generally don't, they have long cooldowns, and I'll click on things that have long cooldowns. Still as Death is over here. Rally is over here. Yeah, this person just like came in through the side. You got that Uber, man? Yes, I do. Which is funny because I don't think I've ever used it. In fact, it's like, it's what? It's less than a... Yeah, I don't even know why it's up here. It's basically a morel pot, which costs 2,200 power. But yes, it probably went up here when I was about, I don't know, level 40 whenever I got it, and it's just stayed there. And I guess I never needed it. I have Song of Distraction up here. I don't think I have ever used it either. I should probably try it. Oh, there's my other siege engine. Right, I had one more landscape quest that I picked up, so let's see if I can get that one done. I think you used it a couple times at level 50 or something. Seems like there's a delay getting the drum off your back, or is it just me? I don't know. But it is kind of interesting. It sort of fades away. It actually starts to fade away fairly quickly, but yeah, it doesn't. It actually appears to stay there for a while. I don't think I'd noticed that. Good catch. All right, I'm going to open another raffle. Hopefully this bear won't bother me. Don't think he will. Maybe it's the combat skills? Oh, maybe. I'll have to look at it. All right, raffle is being reset. This raffle is for the same 100 Lotro point code. Not a 100 Lotro point Lotro code. Exclamation point raffle. It's probably my Twitch lag, maybe. And I will draw the raffle when I get back to the camp, which is probably going to be about 10 minutes or so, because I want to round up some of these marauders. Oh yeah, it does go back and forth. In between, it reappears on my back even when I'm in combat. I really do like the fact that they did this. I know that a lot of people have asked for it. Oh, and that's weird. I don't get it back now. Oh, there it is. But of course, now what I really want is cosmetic instruments so that I can have... Because I'd love like an Anorian star on my drum or something like that. Arnorian drum. Maybe the sun and the shield of Gondor. Or not the sun and the sun and the shield of Rohan. Be the tree of Gondor. That is not cosmetic. No, and as far as I can tell, you can't... Like, there's no real cosmetic slot for the drum. Like, it's not your class item. Like, you have left hand, right hand, and bow, but I don't think it matches up to a cosmetic slot item. Oh, you can't put them in the wardrobe? No, I'm pretty sure you can't. I could try. All right, I think I can, I'm gonna switch to a faster horse. The back slot would work. Yeah, but what's interesting, of course, is that it's actually showing both my cloak and the drum. All right, so apparently this is open in future updates. Is that right? Is that how it works? Let me out. I want to go to the Iron Hills. All right, I just needed to check that out. That is the road to the Iron Hills. The instruments go in the range slot. Okay. So you can... Wait, does that mean I can hide it then? Yes. Okay. So I can turn it on and off. That makes sense. Bows are worn on the back, yes. Minis can't use bows. That'd be a perfect place for cosmetic instruments, but... That'd be cool to have, I don't know if you can dye them. I haven't tried. Oh, you don't like them on the back? Yeah, I wasn't... One, the clipping doesn't work with the cloak. It would probably look better if... Well, there it looks okay. Or not, at least not too bad. It clips a little poorly with the cloak. So if I turn the cloak off, the drum works pretty good. All right, I am going to draw another raffle for a 100 Lotro point code. So I'll do that in a couple of minutes. Make sure you get in the raffle if you want to win. Also, make sure you are both present when I draw it and following the official Lotro stream channel. Luxros is in the raffle. Excellent. She made it back. The song mother. I'm a minstrel. I have like a connection with this woman. Given that she's the song mother of their
how I
community.
wish I could sing this memory into the weave.
There he is, our daring rescuer. How I wish I could sing this memory into the weave, but alas, I cannot. You look puzzled, Helting, and I realize there is much I should explain to you.
Yes, it is time.
Yes, it is time to explain the root of our recent troubles and the cause of my people's anguish and ire. That ruffian, Althric, has done a great harm greater than he knows. At first, he pleased himself with simply parading through our camps, knocking things over and cuffing children on the ears. But soon his swagger grew greater. He began suspecting us of imagined crimes, rooting through our belongings and taking what caught his eye. He beat any who stood in his way, then any who so much as looked him in the eye. And then one day he took what was most prized of the Kaisir, my memory cloth, or in our tongue, bilitang, that with which I sing the memories of our mothers and fathers and of their mothers and fathers before them. At last we fought back. We knew no good would come of it, but he had gone too far, and you have seen what followed, and we will not set foot in that ruined camp again.
I implore you, go to the young king.
The memory cloth Athralic stole is a danger to him, and not to him alone. Many lives of women and men are remembered within it. The memories are potent and hold great power. If he listens to them untrained, it may grant him strength. It may fill him with sorrow or with fury. It will almost surely drive him mad. It is for the memory cloth that the Jangavar abducted me, but of course I have it not, Athralic does. As you have seen, you are not welcome within the walls of Dale. We are not welcome within the walls of Dale, but you are, minstrel. I implore you, go on our behalf to the young king there. Help him see the truth of what Athlaric has done. All right, so I got a bully to chase down. Wood has a kerfuffle and a sniffle. Not good. All right, I'm going to draw the raffle. And then we'll make sure that works. Goofy old lady has won. All right. And she just entered 3 minutes ago, so I'm hoping that she's still here. Congrats, goofy old lady. Hello. So I'm going to send you a whisper so you can respond. And I will send you a code. Yeah, just give me a check your Twitch whispers and just give me a response just so I know that we got connected. Looks like we've chatted in the past, so hopefully it still works. And while we're doing that, I'm going to make a couple of I want to check to see if my drum will actually die cosmetically. I'm not seeing a response, goofy old lady. I sort of want to shorten your name, but I don't want to either call you goofy or old lady. I feel like both are like just bad form. I got lots of dye. Oh, logging in. Okay. Logging into what? I sent you a whisper via Twitch. Although, are you going to the web? Because if you're on mobile, it may not work. I know that Twitch whispers on mobile can be problematic. Oh, it does. How about that? They are cosmetics. How about that? Ah, but it cannot be dyed. Well, there was the test. So we can do... So can I change my... Oh yeah, in the cosmetic window, the the drum doesn't show up properly. It shows up sideways. Now, apparently you cannot dye a drum. I also have a fiddle. So there, I could actually play a drum but have a fiddle on my back. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and then I get the sounds of a fiddle. So even though I have a drum equipped, I actually get the sounds of the cosmetic item. All right, I got my whisper from Goofy Old Lady. Very nice. All right, give that a try. Looks like he got shot in the back with that drum. I know, right? It's the same with the fiddle. I got a fiddle coming out of my shoulder. That is interesting that it's the... you get the sounds from the cosmetic item. I didn't realize they had done that. All right, that's actually kind of cool. So we're well on our way to having cosmetic instruments, maybe. Maybe. See, an Arnorian star on this would be very cool. It could be awesome. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there. I think that was a good stopping place for my quests. We have learned a great deal about the people of Dale, and we've learned even more about the Easterlings, or at the very least, the refugees. Wait till they give us a piano instrument. I know, right? And just strap it on my back. I can't wait to go into some boss fight and just drop a piano on the floor. Start pounding the ivory. It'll be awesome. All right, thanks everybody for joining me. I had a fun stream, as always. And I hope you did too. So, good code. Thank you so much. Awesome. Nice to hear. So, drop the piano on their feet. Yeah, I could do that. You could just use it straight up as a weapon for sure. All right. So I am Gravidy 42. That is my personal channel there. I stream on Lotra Stream every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for a couple hours. And You can also find me on a few other people's Lotro streams, including Big Ed Mustafa, who is with us tonight, who streams here on Friday nights. Adventures After Dark starts at 10 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. When he can make it. His timing has been tough recently, but when he's around, it's always a good time. Ala Peña, another friend of mine I stream with on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. I think that's right. So, who's up streaming Lotro tonight? All right, Apulu Felgar, one of our great streamer in our community. He's streaming, so why don't we throw a raid his way? And everybody can go in and say hi to Apulu. He's doing some work in his Guardian, trying to earn up some trait points to fill out all those new skills. Thanks again, everybody. I will be back on next Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. I will continue my quests in the Dale Lands at that time. And in between that, I hope you all have a great week and a great weekend coming up and have a lot of fun in Middle-earth. Good night, everybody.